All right, guys, we're back with round one, Edison for my Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. Glad to have my good friend Cam the Man Neal on the left. He just won Ycs Raleigh about 2 weeks ago in Advanced Yu-Gi-Oh! So huge congrats to him. I've known him for a long time. He's a great player. Let's see. Let's get to the duel. He's going up against Houston. Vayu Turbo Mirror match. Looks like Houston's hand is Gale, Armageddon, Grepher, Allure, and I think it was Trap Dust Shoot. And Cam sent back the Gores. So this was fresh off Cam's YCS win in Raleigh. So Houston, we'll see if he can pull it off, taking down the reigning champ. So Houston lures away the Grepher. Cam doesn't play much Edison, but I convinced him to come and play some today just to hang out with everybody, because he doesn't show up often for Edison. But I've known him for a long time. Okay, so he right away Houston just right away flips the dust shoot. So Cam's hand is Solemn, D Prison, Brain Control, Bottomless. So probably send Sirocco. That way his hand is kind of dead. I don't know. It sucks setting Sirocco, but look at Cam keeping the spell and traps face up. Okay, so Bottomless, D Prison, Solemn, and Brain Control. So what does Cam do? Does Cam set all the trap cards, or does he just set one? So Cam decides to set all three. So Bottomless, D Prison, Solemn. So Houston with another Armageddon Knight. I think Houston here is going to poke him for 28. So Houston sent Necro, and now he sends Plague. Houston is also another more casual Edison player. These two are more definitely, especially Cam, definitely more of an advanced Yu-Gi-Oh player, and Houston as well. But like I said, the way to grow your Edison community is to convince the advanced/modern Yu-Gi-Oh players to build Edison decks, and that's what I've been doing. Houston probably wouldn't be playing if I hadn't convinced him, and definitely Cam would not show up if I didn't convince him. All right, so here, Cam Brain Controls, choose for Caius. Houston takes 1,000, and now 24. Maybe Houston didn't think Cam would make this play, like Brain his Armageddon Knight just to summon Caius. But he just took 34 damage, and maybe Houston now is gonna. Maybe Cam thought about Soloming that one. Does he have the read that Houston? Well, Houston can synchro with the plague. I'm wondering, maybe should Cam have Solemn that Brain? I don't know. I get it. I wouldn't want to Solemn the Brain either. You have Bottomless, you have D Prison. So, I mean, Houston knows you have these cards, but this is an in real life duel, not a dueling book duel. So he can't write down. Maybe Houston forgot. It's possible. I've seen it before. I've seen people against me as well that they just forget the cards from Dust Shoot. Also myself. There've been time, most of the time I remember, but there are times I forget one card and I'm like, dang, I don't remember what that card was. Okay, I think Houston might go for Stardust here. Yeah, see, that's the one he put on top. I think he's gonna go for Stardust, and then we'll Cam Solemn. And then he goes for Thought Ruler. No, why'd you go Thought Ruler? Houston. Oh God. See, I think Houston forgot he had Bottomless. All right, Houston passes. All right, Cam the Man Neal. Oh my God, he's drawn bad. Worst part is this is my deck too. I let Cam borrow my Vayu Turbo deck. One thing I noticed, anytime I get an advanced Yu-Gi-Oh player to come in, they always want to, because I offer people, I was like, I'll let you borrow my deck if you want to come and play. And they always want to play Vayu Turbo. So that's why I hardly ever play the Vayu Turbo deck myself. Okay, so Cam set either a Raikou, Hamster, could be Necrogardna, could be a Vayu. So Cam's hand is heavy, and see, I hate this scenario. So Cam is forced to Solemn. So we don't know what that other back row is that Cam drew. So he attacks. Oh, that's a good one. So now will Houston set any back row or just let his Sirocco get popped? I mean, Houston's got one card in hand. So it's not looking good for our boy Houston. Trying to take down the reigning YCS champion. Cam has not lost since his YCS win. For those of you guys who watched Advanced Yu-Gi-Oh!, maybe you guys saw Cam on stream. Or if you guys want to go back to the the official Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel, he was on there. He won with Snake Eye. I know a lot of people on my channel don't play Advanced, but some of you might. I just have to brag about my boy Cam for a little bit. All right, so now Cam's got 2 face downs. One of them's a Raikou, so he decided not to flip it, which is understandable because Cam's at 26. Houston's at 46, so there's no point to flip the Raikou, pop, and attack for 200. Okay, so Houston wrote it for Greffer. Maybe he's got another spell in his hand. So he chooses to attack the old one. Camo's return, charge, and allure. One, two, three, four. So Houston's left with just a Greffer and one other card in hand. What's Cam gonna do? I think Cam set another Raikou. Cam summons Gale. Oh, it's Necrone. So he's gonna either he's probably gonna attack first, poke him for 19, and then decide to that's what I figured. Now does Cam synchro or does he just leave them up? It depends on his last card. Okay, so he chooses to synchro because he can protect his. Oh, he chooses Arm Wing. Oh, that's not bad because if Houston sets a Raikou, he can pierce him for a game. So we know Houston has Greffer. Oh, Burial. So he sends Plague, but he's got nothing except Plague. So he can make a Brionic. Yeah, but he's gonna have to use his whole hand. He's either gonna have to make either a Brio or Goyo. So he chooses Goyo, and he lets Cam lets him take it. So that's 500. Okay, Dark Arm is game. Yeah, Dark Arm is game if Houston doesn't have anything. All right, so Cam, the man, takes the first game 1 win. We'll see if Houston... Sorry, I have a little cough. If Houston can pull off the Legacy 2-0 against the champ, and Cam opens Rhoda, the famous Legacy 2-0. For those of you guys who don't know, the famous Legacy 2-0 is when you lose game 1 and you come back and win game 2 and 3. All right, so Houston with Greffer, Vayu, Sirocco. See, I've talked to a lot of people about this. I think 3 Greffer, 1 Armageddon is the way I'm going to try this deck next time I play it. All right, so 1 back row, 1 monster from Houston. Normal summon Armageddon Knight. I think because I always draw a bunch of Bayous, Siroccos, Plague, Necro. Those cards are always in my hand. That's why I prefer the 3rd Greffer. So Cam drew all monsters. Now Houston summons Armageddon Knight. So what does Houston send here? I think it's either A, Necro, or Plague. But he's checking life points. So that tells me that Houston's probably, if he's doing math, he's got a big play. Either A, he has Burial or Dark Arm. Or Brain Control. That's another good card. I think Houston's going for game. One thing I noticed about, because I say this in previous videos, but there's 2 types of players at my locals. There's the guys who only play Edison, and then there's the guys who play both Advanced and Edison, and the play styles are different. Like the Advanced Yu-Gi-Oh players, they're like, you better have the Gorge. I'm going for it every time. That's what I've noticed. At least in my area. Maybe it's different in other areas, but in my area, almost all of them play that way. Houston, Toby, Nico, those are just some of the people that I can think of. There's a few others, but those are the ones I think of from the top of my head. Oh, what a mill by Cam. Vayu Sirocco Plague. That might be the best mill I've ever seen. One time I saw a Los mill, Vayu Sirocco, Necrogarna, so we were arguing which mill is better. Vayu Sirocco, basically, is the Plague better or the Necro better? They're both pretty good, but my God. See, this is how you win YCSs, ladies and gentlemen. The way Cam. You gotta mill. You gotta get lucky. And you gotta play well. Cam's played well so far. You gotta have both. You gotta be lucky. And you also have to play well. Alright, so here, Cam MSTs, Houston's D Prison. So here Cam can make a dark end play if he wants to, or Stardust. Oh, let me reset life. Oh, Caius. Caius is the Raikou. Oh, Gores. Man. Gores wins games, man. Let's hope Cam can deal with it. Like, Gores is just... There's times when I hate Gores, but I can't deny there's some games where that card just goes in. And so I look at Gores the way I look at, like, Trap Dust Shoot. Like, it can be really good or it can be kind of mid. But is it worth playing? That's the question. Most people would say that it is worth playing. See, now Cam is going to have to go out of his way to deal with the Gores. Probably going to go Dark End. Or he could go Colossal Fighter. Yeah, see, Cam's having to... I think Cam's bringing some of the extra deck monsters. Cam's been playing for a long time, but I don't think he played during the actual Edison era. But he probably occasionally... A lot of people do that. They'll occasionally play some games on Dueling Book. Alright, so Cam went for Dark End, sent the Gores. So he chooses to attack the token. So that's what, 20? That's 300? Yeah. So Houston's got a 2400 token. Cam summons Greffer, sends Sirocco from his hand, and Vayu. Okay, 25. So here he could deal with the Gorge token with a Armor Master. If Houston doesn't have anything. So Houston did not respond to the Armor Master, so... Oh, but he had the Mirror Force. Oh, that's not looking good for our boy. No! Cam, come on! I'm rooting for you. Oh, heavy. Oh, at least he has Burial, okay. So he chooses Double Vayu and Ardenwing. So he can get out the Silverwind and the... Yeah, he can get out the Silverwind and another play. So it's not too bad for Cam. You should probably set a Raikou. So what's Cam going to do? I think he's going to bring out... He's got Double Vayu, so he's probably going to bring out the Silverwind. He can clear Houston's field here. Yeah, I think you go Armor Master or Silverwind. Oh, but Cam has the Crow. So now Cam is left with no cards. So I don't think it matters what Houston picks. Because either way, he's going to lose the token. Yeah, either way, he's going to lose the token. Because Cam here can bring out Silverwind or Armor Master, whichever one he prefers. Okay, normal summon Sirocco. Houston's at 56. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he like hits over the token first. Unless if you think the face down's Hamster, but no, yeah. So here Houston takes what? 400. Oh, okay. So it wasn't a Raikou. So all Houston has is a dead Vayu, and then top deck's Brain Control. What a top deck, man! Cam takes 2K. But at least it gives him the Sirocco back, so that's some good news. You guys see that? Top deck Brain Control. So yeah, his Vayu is dead. Ah, what a top deck, man. I'm tired of Brain Control, Dark Arm, and Return. I am sick of those cards. Oh, wow. Speaking of top deck Dark Arm with exactly 3 darks. that happened to me the other day against my boy Sal. He was playing Diva Hero, and we were both. It was a war. We were having a good game 3, and I got rid of his resources, and then he just top deck Dark Arm exactly 3 darks and beats me. So the champ goes down. First loss since his YCS win Houston. Congrats on taking down the champ. We'll see if Cam can fight back and get into top 8. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that duel, and we'll be back soon for round 2. Bye, guys.